This is home. Twin States News starts right now.
We are seeing the effects from the COVID pandemic in more ways than we might imagine. Twin States News' Danny Todd reports medical professionals are calling this the largest blood shortage we've seen this decade.
Doctors are having to pick and choose who receives blood transfusions and who has to wait. This is a direct result of not having enough blood in our banks throughout the state. We speak with Mississippi Blood Services on how you can help.
Really, since COVID hit, we have been in dire need of blood, and blood drives are very important because people in hospitals, children, elderly.
Jelani Houseworth emphasizes that's why the mobile blood drive centers are so important. They are able to come to events and make it easier for people to give blood who might be reluctant to come to a hospital.
When COVID came, the donations were down, but that didn't stop people from needing blood. So with that, the blood was going out, but we wasn't really getting any in.
Officials at Mississippi Blood Services tells Twin States News that it's actually good for you to give blood. They say think of it as an oil change for your body. Not only are you helping yourself, but you can directly become a hero by saving someone else's life.
Yes, and some surgeries and some even emergency surgery are having to be put back because there is not enough blood. So if you can, please come out and give blood with us.
For more information on how to contact Mississippi Blood Services, you can go to our Facebook page and look for this story. You'll get all you need to know about helping others through the power of giving.
I know a lot of people are apprehensive about giving, but it's really not as bad as people make it out to be.
Danny Todd, Twin States News, Meridian.
A meeting to adopt the Mississippi Emergency Management Agency District 6 Regional Hazard Mitigation Plan will be held Tuesday, November 15th at 5 p.m. The meeting will take place on the third floor of City Hall, and Public Safety Director Doug Stevens says the plan is intended to protect Meridian residents and reduce any risks of hazards. Questions and comments can be directed through the website meridianms.org. If you enjoy family-friendly events and free food, then you should check out the Meridian Skate Park Presentation Kickoff. The event is free to attend and all ages are welcome. It takes place November 16th at Ben Arthur Davis Park. There will be skating of all types along with door prizes and bounce houses. A suspect is in custody in a deadly shooting at the University of Virginia. David Spunt has the latest from Charlottesville.
Authorities are investigating after a shooting late Sunday night at a parking garage on the campus of the University of Virginia.
The shootings occurred on a bus full of students returning from a field trip. 3 of the victims did not survive. They were Devin Chandler, a second year from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Lavelle Davis, a third-year student from Ridgeville, South Carolina, and Deshaun Perry, a fourth-year student from Miami, Florida. All 3 were members of the football team. 2 other students were wounded and are being treated for injuries at the UVA Medical Center. 1 is in good condition, 1 is in critical condition.
Classes were canceled Monday. The suspect is reportedly a former UVA football player and current student at the school. Police released this photo of Christopher Darnell Jones Jr.
We just received information the suspect is in custody. We've charged him with 3 counts of second-degree murder, and we charged him with 3 counts of using a handgun in the commission of a felony.
Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin and his wife say they are praying for the UVA community. In Charlottesville, Virginia, David Spunt, Fox News.
Darrell Brooks, the man convicted of driving through a Wisconsin Christmas parade killing 6 people, will face sentencing this week. Sam Kramer has more.
All October long, the spotlight and priority were his.
I've been called a lot of things. A murderer is not one of them.
But come Tuesday, the scale tips back toward the victims in the murder trial of Darrell Brooks.
No one is really hearing their story. And so I think these type of sentencing proceedings really create a window of opportunity.
The Waukesha County District Attorney's Office says 36 people plan to speak or enter a written statement describing how Darrell Brooks' actions have impacted their lives.
For the victims, for the people who are going to be speaking, it can be really intense.
UW Law School professor John Gross says the big question isn't whether Brooks' sentence will be harsh, it's if Brooks has any chance at parole.
His behavior during the trial has done nothing right, to help his case that he should be made eligible for parole at the very least.
Brooks can also have people speak on his behalf before the focus turns to Judge Jennifer Dorow, who pivots out of a neutral role and into a decisive one for sentencing.
She's not just going to say what she's sentencing him to, but why, what are the underlying reasons. She'll point to those factors that are required by statute.
A handshake between President Biden and Chinese leader Xi Jinping, and a 3.5-hour closed-door meeting to manage expectations between the two superpowers. Lauren Blanchard has more on President Biden's overseas trip.
A handshake and a handful of issues for President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Bali.
We were very blunt with one another.
It was their first in-person meeting since President Biden took office.
We're going to compete vigorously, but I'm not looking for conflict. I'm looking to manage this competition responsibly. And I want to make sure that every country abides by the international rules of the road.
Top topics: the war in Ukraine, trade, health and food security, human rights, and Taiwan.
And I made it clear that our policy on Taiwan has not changed.
Following the meeting, President Xi says Taiwan is the first red line that must not be crossed.
The world has come to a crossroads. The world expects that China and the United States will properly handle the relationship, and for our meeting, it has attracted the world's attention.
Analysts say the meeting may have been long, but expectations on what comes from it should stay low.
I don't think anyone should expect anything very serious coming out of this. China is full steam ahead on a grand strategy, and we're talking about stabilizing the relationship.
President Biden said Secretary of State Antony Blinken will travel to China soon to continue discussions between the two countries. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
As campaigning for the Georgia special election ramps up, Republicans on Capitol Hill are playing the blame game. Aisha Hasni has more from Washington.
Democrats clinching control of the Senate over the weekend after Democratic incumbent Senator Catherine Cortez Masto was projected to win re-election in Nevada. Now Republicans are heading back to the Capitol asking one question: what went wrong? Some are blaming the outsized influence of former President Trump, pointing to big losses for many of his preferred candidates in key races. But others are taking aim at Republican Senate leaders, saying they did not have a plan to win.
We cannot have the same establishment of folks. I think it's important to have a mix, but we cannot continuously have the same type of individuals.
But there is still one more vote before we know the final makeup of the Senate. Campaigning for the Georgia special election ramping up over the weekend, with both sides scrambling to boost turnout.
I'm reaching out to the folks who didn't vote for me the last time. Maybe they voted for the Libertarian candidate. Maybe they voted for Herschel Walker.
Meanwhile, newly elected lawmakers are arriving on Capitol Hill today for their freshman orientation. Even though we still don't know who will control the House, the GOP inching towards a slim majority. But House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy currently does not have enough support to become the next speaker, as House Freedom Caucus members leverage their votes for more power.
Rank and file members want more of an opportunity, more of a seat at the table. They want to be heard.
And some are now suggesting that McCarthy run on a unity ticket with Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. On Capitol Hill, I'm Aisha Hasni, Fox News.
At least 6 people are killed and dozens more injured after a bombing in Turkey. Authorities suspect it's a terror attack, though the investigation is still in its early stages. Katie Logan has more.
Ambulances rushing to the scene on Sunday in Turkey's largest city after an explosion rocked the main shopping street in the heart of Istanbul. The area was filled with shoppers, tourists and families at the time. No one has claimed responsibility for the bombing, but Turkey's president says that early information suggests a targeted attack.
It would be wrong to say this is undoubtedly a terrorist attack, but the initial developments and initial intelligence from my governor is that it smells like terrorism.
Authorities are reviewing surveillance footage around where the blast took place to search for clues. One camera showed the moment a flash of light and smoke filled the busy street. Cell phone video taken immediately after shows people running from the blast. The country was previously hit by a string of bombings between 2015 and 2017 that killed more than 500 people. Some of those attacks were carried out by the Islamic State, others by Kurdish militants. President Erdogan says that the perpetrators would be held responsible.
Our people can rest assured that the culprits behind the attack will be punished as they deserve.
The US Embassy in Turkey has offered its condolences. In London, Kitty Logan, Fox News.
Still ahead, your complete forecast. Plus,
for most, the sight of a rat is enough to make you scream. But in the future, giant rodents may be the ones coming to save you after a natural disaster. I'm Jackie Ibanez with that and much more straight ahead.